income advantage here. Let's check the income tab here. Yeah, Jinro with well, actually, it's kind of fluctuating around. They both got about even harvesters. And Jinro, you can see like when he drops a mule on these high yields, his income goes up a little bit. Is basically what's going on there. Anyway, Banshee's now Banshee's out for Boxer. He's going to try and fly up, and I'm not sure if he knows this position is here or what, but he's flying this Banshee up around here. Probably going to take out that SCV, maybe try and take out the command center. And he's got a decent force here up in the middle where he's got some Vikings overhead. He's got medevacs. He's got the Vikings to protect the medevacs. He's got a Raven in the mix as well. Can be very, very good against a Terran army if you have this point defense drone down. Shoots down enemy missiles. Doesn't stop sniping, but it stops you know, a lot of ranged attacks basically. Anyway, Jinro again making... I'm surprised Jinro hasn't gotten... Uh-oh, there's that Banshee over here. He can stay out of range of those turrets and still assault the supply lines over here. There's some Vikings of his own coming out after this, though. I think he has Cloak upgraded, so he's going to be able to cloak and get out of the way. But no, the comsat goes off. It's going to be able to get out of range of that comsat. Is he going to comsat again to try and pick off that Banshee? I don't know if he has the energy. 40 hit points left. He's still falling, and he's going to fall back now. Wow, look at this. Jinro trying to take the other high yield across the map and just mounting forces in the middle. Again, very surprised not to see any medevacs overhead because they would just make that so much better. And look at this. Boxer is moving out. He's moved his forces down to this low ground. He's going to try and... I'm not sure what he's going to try and do. Is he going to try and come up this ramp and cut off? Yes, that's exactly what he's going to do. He comsats the middle of the map to see if there's any forces there. There's not. He can move his entire army up in here, and he's going to be able to siege up right in this prime position where he can assault this high yield and also stop any reinforcements from coming down the ramp at him. And Jinro knows he has no choice but to counterattack. He's going to run in with his forces. He can't afford to stim because he doesn't have medevacs. He needs to preserve those hit points. He's just going to run in and counterattack here, coming in with a Banshee on their side as well. But Boxer, in the meantime, has put all of his troops up in the main. They're basically trading bases here. Boxer has a single siege tank. He's going to pile up SCVs on the top of that ramp to try and keep this force from, and I think they're going to trade bases, and Boxer is going to come out ahead because he's destroying the main base here. Jinro trying to fly all of his buildings out, but the Vikings overhead are assaulting the barracks as they try and fly away. They should be assaulting these starports. Be a little bit more effective, I think. He's still mining at this high yield. He's got this high yield sort of pseudo up. He wasn't able to save his SCVs in the main, so Jinro loses his main. He needs to kill off Boxer's main, basically, to counterattack to win, and it doesn't look like it's going to be possible. There's a couple siege tanks on the top of that ramp. Look at that. Boxer's just down to his last mineral field. 10 minerals left in the bank. Boxer with clutch timing, moving out just when he was about to mine out his two bases to kill off Jinro. Just absolutely beautiful play. Look at that. Basically betting everything, but no! He still has a nuke! He still has a nuke! The Ghost Academy was still alive! The nuke is gonna fall on top of those forces, and I don't know if he has no comms energy. He's got the comms energy, but he didn't know where the Ghost is. Oh, and Jinro flies his entire army into the nuke and cancels it. Beautiful move. Nicely done. Wow, that was really cool, actually. He lost the nuke, though. Is he gonna try and rebuild it? Probably not. He could lose his Ghost Academy pretty easily over here. Wow, and Jinro is now no longer mining over here. He's having to run his forces over to this location and try and mine at this high yield. Boxer's got to know that's there, but Boxer is not mining right now. He's going to have to mine, distance mine here. Actually, he's going to be able to use his forces that he had on the top of that ramp to kill off these rocks, land his orbital command that he had down here, and use that location. But this is still a lot of forces here, and he was able to land these starports in the middle of the map. And oh, Boxer sniping one of the ghosts. The other one almost dies. Jinro sending a single Marauder in to see what's going on there. Still no medevacs though. Medevac would be really, really nice for these units. Just, you know, heal them up. Just be really, really cool. He's landed all of his racks over here. I'm surprised Boxer isn't salting that location a little bit more. He's just kind of holding this high ground. He needs to actually do damage. He's got the army advantage here. Well, maybe not, actually. There's a lot of Marauders here now. Some Vikings out for Jinro as well. He may not have the advantage after all. He's got about even Vikings. Siege tanks are going to be able to own. Oh, there's the point defense drone. Beautiful placement. He placed that a long time ago, actually. But you can actually pick off the point defense drone firing directly at it, especially with Wow, and look at this. Oh, man. Point defense drone doing a lot of good. Picking off lots of missiles. Protecting Boxer's Vikings for the win. Wow. Clutch point defense drone protecting those Vikings from the other ones. Boxer destroys all of Jinro's Vikings. Here he comes in with his Marauders. He stims. This is his last chance. He's going to try and come in here, take out these tanks. He is probably going to take out those tanks. Boxer bringing his own Marauders back, though. They are stimmed. They have Medevacs on top, and Jinro GG's. Jinro GG's and leaves the game. Wow. That was just beautiful. And, wow. That was absolutely amazing. Amazing play by both players. And, Boxer taking the game, though, was just some beautiful placement. And it came down to the wire, and it could have gone either way, but for these point defense drones taking so much damage, and basically saving the Vikings so that he had the advantage. So if Jinro's Vikings had survived instead, if he'd gotten the advantage there, he could have picked off these dropships and the Raven, and would have had much more of an advantage. It would have been a much more even match. Anyway, but Boxer takes the game. GG. Thanks very much for watching. Again, I'm probably going to do the other Boxer games as well, since they're there. Maybe not soon, but soon enough, because I don't have almost any shifts at work for all of October, so I'm going to be StarCrafting it up pretty hardcore. Alright, thanks for watching. GG. Take care.